Ranch time. You know what it is. What's going on, Sean? What's going on? Your local Samsung refrigerator. What a fire name. What a fire name. What's happening, party people? It's day 5. Get up for day 5 of looking for shinies in the month of August. You know what it is, folks. You know what it is. We've got this this beautiful track on again. I don't know what game this is from, but it's hitting right now. I'm loving it. You're loving it. We have Metatite in the branch now, I guess. It never misses daily yoga. Wow, good for Metatite. All right, we got 30 people in this bitch. Oh no, not yet, not yet. Apparently not yet. We need more people still before we get some upgrades. Who the fuck is this? Bobby? How do you do? All right, hold on. I gotta tap into the full screen here. What's going on, everybody? Who the hell is Bobby? My name is Bobby, a member of the club Looksy. My member number is 1. What is going on? Ranch. What? Bobby, leave me alone. I want to look at my cool ranch. Will you come to my cool ranch? No. Bobby, what do you got, Doritos over there? Cool ranch, bitch? No, thank you. Come on, don't be shy. I want you to know how great Club Looksy can be. They're forcing me to go to Bobby's ranch? I'm being held hostage until I go to Bobby's ranch? All right. He's not number 1, bro. Blue shirt fan. What's going on, goat? All right, I guess we're gonna go hang out with Bobby. I didn't even get to say hi to the stream or nothing. We're just being instantly Bidoof Ranch. Really, Bobby? Really, Bobby? Bidoof Ranch, buddy. I'm very proud of this ranch. Check out every corner of it and then leave. They really force you to go to Bobby's ranch? he just has Bidoofs. Bobby, really, Bobby? I'm fucking yeeting his ass. I wish I could throw him. Ugh. Really, Bobby? He's got a bee barrel though. False advertisement. It's all Bidoof except for this bee barrel. No, there's a couple bee barrels, I guess. Holy shit, that's a lot of Bidoof, man. Holy, brother. The God Tier Ranch. How long did it take you to get all these Bidoofs, my main man? Unless they've been like breeding like fucking cattle in here. You got a cannon? I'm sorry? What is this? The Pokey Rocket? Are they gonna shoot the Bidoof? Where's it gonna go? Are they gonna shoot this Bidoof? It's whoa. They killed him! They killed him!
Where did you go?
Okay, they're just Alright, I gotta get out of here before things get sketchy. I don't fuck with Bobby. I do not fuck with Bobby. I don't want to know what happens next. He's killing his Bidoofs at the ranch for sport. I hope you don't mind telling other people about me. Listen, man, I'll keep it on the download. I'm not gonna tell anybody that you have a family of Bidoof that you slaughter. Holy. Buddha, what's good? Fairy, what's good? Bobby needs a different hobby. Yeah, he needs to maybe leave these poor Bidoof alone. He is a psychopath. All right, let's check. If you guys know what's happening, hi, hello, this is day 5 of shiny hunting every single day in August. What we do every day is we check on Pokemon Ranch. This is our lovely ranch where we are keeping all of our victims. I'm sorry, our guests. No, we're just keeping all the cool Pokemon that I shiny hunt or that I find on cool saves. So, you know, we've got the shiny Regirock, the pride and joy of my entire life. We've got myself in here, of course. Some old school goats such as Blizzaroni. The Chimchar has escaped the pasture somehow, I guess. That's a little concerning. An event Celebi is in here as well as a shiny Clefairy. None of these are mine. These are just ones that I found. But our big thing we got to do right now is, I guess, check what's in this goddamn toy box. Are we gonna get a cannon so we can shoot our Pokemon? A round rock.
Nice.
I would love to know what they're gonna do with this. Charizard is running away from it. He's so horrified from the round rock. What? Everyone is afraid of this rock. Is there something in it? Yeet. No. What are... They're hitting... Okay, I don't know what this is. This is not a toy. This is a threat to our society, I guess. I don't know what's going on there. I got a new GBA today? That's fire. That's fire. You gotta transfer the shadow Pokemon. Yeah, you gotta get the transfers going so you can catch up to me. It's to practice dodging? Okay, they're running away. Whatever they gotta do, man. Hey, whatever they gotta do to keep themselves busy in the realist ranch. First order of business here, we are gonna connect to our DS because we have some new fancy Pokemon that we're gonna be transferring from one of my DS games today. So, if you are, oh, I guess this is the wrong one. Hold on here, folks. I'm gonna find where it's at. I think it's the Korean one. I think it's in here. Yeah, okay, awesome. All right, so, today's also not gonna be a super long stream today. I'll keep it honest, I'm not feeling 100% today. So I'm gonna do my best to put on a fantastic show, a little maybe power hour, something like that. We get some EVs and we get the hell out of here. How's that sound? All right, not gonna keep everybody trapped here on this Tuesday. Well, I'm feeling like shit, but we're gonna do what we can. So today we are transferring Pokemon from this Korean Pokemon Diamond. Now, if you remember, this is the Pokemon Diamond save file that the dude beat Cynthia like 20 times. So we're gonna transfer some of his lovely Pokemon to our ranch. I got a whole thing over here that I've got them protected. I think I've showed this off before, but I have this old ass DS case and I'm keeping all of the loose ones. So we have Pokemon Peen, you know, the diamond with holes in it. You know, we've got all the goats chilling right here. All the goats. All my goats are in one spot. Bro checked on his wife every day. It is what it is. Okay. So, we are going to be transferring Pokemon from the Korean version onto our lovely ranch today. So let's get that started before we get into our shiny hunts. Now, if you're wondering how I'm doing this, because I previously told you guys that you couldn't transfer non-English cartridge Pokemon to an English version of Pokemon Ranch. Well, through a little bit of magic on my DS, aka I just have my own Diamond version from way back in the day. I'm just kind of like hacking these Pokemon into it and then making it, you know, think that this is from an English one. So, did I check on my son? Are you talking about Regirock or someone else? I guess I should know who my son is at this point, but I don't know who you're referring to. Let's see here. Let's get into this menu. Rhyhorn? Okay, Rhyhorn, he's still trapped in Pokemon Y. We do want to get Rhyhorn off of Pokemon Y and into the ranch as soon as possible. That'll probably be the next Pokemon. That's going to take a little bit of tinkering because, to be honest, you know, you can't transfer Pokemon backwards in generation, only forward, unless you get a little magical with it, if you catch my drift. So that's going to be a bit of a project for me to figure out how we're going to do that. But this is trainer ? I think probably because the game doesn't understand the Korean alphabet, if that's even what it's called. I don't know if it's still an alphabet, but yeah, I don't think the game is picking up the Korean alphabet. So they're just going to be questionable question marks, you could say. All right, so don't get too excited because this is still, the base of this is Marcus's save file. So we have like the event Celebi, and then we have the 3 Pokemon over here in the top right that we transferred yesterday. So that's Blizzaroni and the whole 9. But today we are going to be transferring Big Blue right here, aka the level 100 Kyogre. It's funny, the characters are fucked up in this too. I don't know what's going on with all of that. Pokemon Hater Newly, what's going on? And we got some returners from yesterday. Fire AC music, yeah, this is hitting. This is the same playlist from yesterday. Shout out to the people pulling up more than one day in a row. Once again, this is day 5 of looking for shinies. We're trying to load up our Pokemon Ranch with all of our spoils. But here is Blue, except it's not spelled blue, so it's Buell. I don't really know what that means. The Korean Kyogre. Next in line, you guys better fucking put your hands together for this guy, because this was a crowd favorite the first time. Here we go, we have Ba-ba-da-da. Tom the Raichu. If you guys have no idea where these are from, you gotta go watch the foreign save file video, my most recent long video. But Tom the Raichu is in there. He's got to be one of my favorite Pokemon just purely off of the name. It's just Tom. And finally, yet another Pokemon named after a human being, a real person's name. We've got Danny the Salamence. Now, funnily enough, so these Pokemon are all from a Korean save file, but they actually have Japanese OTs. I don't really know what the lineage is there. I don't know where these came from, but you know, maybe they were friends with somebody who had a Japanese save file. Regardless, level 100 Kyogre, Tom the Raichu, Danny the Salamence, they're now going to be joining us inside of the Realist Ranch. So that's going to be exciting. If you want to make some how close to the shiny is my seed, I found some interesting leads. Really? Okay, hit me with it. If you get a link or something, maybe you could go in the Discord and let a fella know, because that would honestly be kind of cool, is we just constantly have the number appearing on screen. I'm telling you, even if it's completely fake, I don't care. We could tell people it's real. Atomic Dragon is on Twitch. Shout out to you, Atomic Dragon. Love seeing you still pulling up on the Twitch side. We are on Twitch and YouTube. You can pick your poison. I've been telling people I lean on Twitch because I have a couple more features over there. We can do some gambling and stuff like that, but it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. All right, we are saving. We are getting our Pokemon into the ranch, and then let's see how they all hang out with each other. We're now at 30 people, so apparently we can have an upgrade to the ranch. Let's see how that goes. Fire playlist? Yeah, I think this playlist is hitting. This playlist is definitely hitting. My favorite Pokemon game, TV, never play. You talking about Pokemon Ranch? You fuck with Pokemon Ranch? A forgotten gem. Literally the greatest Pokemon game of all time, I've decided. I've played it for every day for like a week now. And it's incredible. I've never played it before, but now I'm deciding this is the greatest. She wants me to catch Noctowl. I don't like all the extra bullshit. Per the course for Pokemon games, they yap your ear off even though there's no gameplay. It's just, she just keeps spamming you. Basically, it all depends on your system if you want to make it real. Only possible whilst playing on emulators on consoles that would require tempered firmware. Okay, that's fine by me. Oh my god, look at how fast this guy is. He is zooming. Is he sparkly? Is he sparkly because he's level 100? He dodged well though. Okay, we're just gonna let it chill. We're gonna watch Buell, my goat, the Kyogre. Oh, look, he's linking up with the shiny Regirock and a Quack. What? We're telling what time it is? Oh, because it's 4 p.m. on the dot? They tell you what time it is? That's a crazy feature. That's a crazy feature. Does Tom want to stay close to PT? Yeah, stick with me, buddy. Stick with me. Is this a Wii game? Star Chaser, this is an old ass WiiWare game. So actually, technically, you cannot even buy this anymore. You cannot even buy this. If you did not buy this when it came out, you can't play this anymore unless you do a little bit of magic like I had to. We don't say the E word. This actually is not emulated though. This is on an actual Wii. I can't show you guys because it's all plugged in. This is on my original Wii. I can show you. I can hit the home button right here. I'm on my original Wii from when I was like 8 years old or something. But yeah, we had to go crazy with it. Anything that we touches, we love, but over there, the dark place, that's the Wii U, we don't go there. Well, I mean, I'd be fine with the Wii U if it let me still buy Pokemon Ranch. You injected the WADs? You could say that. I definitely did. I definitely just fucking took the WAD file and loaded it up. But Nintendo, I would have bought the game if the Wii shop was still around. I would have bought the game, but instead I had to fucking get the WAD files, brother. I had to get the WAD files, I'm sorry to say. I caught a shiny Mana? I don't know how to say it, Muna or Mana. But that's fire, that's fire. Well, today we're gonna try to get shiny Eevee. So, this is the Dragon Pokemon Salamence. His fucking dome piece is massive. Danny the Salamence, love that for him. Today, folks, well, we did our first daily of the day, you could say. Let's go ahead, we're gonna go ahead and crack open a couple Pokemon Pocket Packs. If this is your first stream or you maybe forgot what we talked about yesterday, let me fill you in. Every single day I've been shiny hunting in the month of August, but the first thing we do, we got to check out the Pokemon Ranch because it's a little bit like Animal Crossing where you get something new every day if you keep adding to it. So we added some Pokemon from our used saves. And then next, I opened my 2 free packs in Pokemon TCG Pocket because I haven't played in like 6 months or something. So I'm very behind, but I do enjoy opening some packs. So, doo-doo. Are you gonna put the Blastoise named Dick Ass in the ranch? That's actually a great call. We probably should do that. That would be fire. Unless he's already in the ranch, I can't remember. But that would be a good addition. This is Haley. I didn't really ask. Let's go ahead and swap over to Pokemon TCG Pocket. Do you guys want the ranch on this screen? We should probably get the ranch on this screen. Come on now. The ranch is taking over every single scene in OBS. We have the ranch ready to go. We're gonna put it here and then we're gonna put it under Pokemon Pocket. Boom, there we go. Oh wait, but then you guys are there. So let's put that there. Boom, beautiful. This is the ultimate stim. We got chat, we got me, we got Pokemon TCG Pocket. We're gambling in this bitch. Yay, Pocket. Yeah, we're just dropping 2 openings right now. I get my 2 free daily openings and we're opening the Shining Revelry because we want to get those better shiny odds. We want to see what today is like. What is the point of this game? Okay, Pokemon Ranch really has like 0 gameplay. It just kind of like put Pokemon into it and they all hang out together. But it's kind of cool for the stream because look, I have my shiny Regirock there that I caught the other day. You know, I can put all my cool Pokemon in there. And then all of our save file Pokemon, you know, the funny ones such as Tom the Raichu, the level 100 Kyogre, you know, all these Korean Pokemon I have. We put them all in there. We do need Subway Surfers. We need to, if they had Pokemon Ranch 2, oh bro. We could get Pokemon Ranch 1 and then 2 right here. We put 2 here, 1 over there. Dude, we could go crazy. I need Pokemon Ranch 2 ASAP. 4th monitor just for jingling keys. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know about all that. That's a little too far. I'm just kidding. We need the soap cutting, the Subway Surfers, maybe some Family Guy. Connor's on Twitch. Connor, I love you. Drop 1 message just so I know that you're out there. All right, let's go ahead and make it happen. Shining Revelry. I haven't opened any shinies from this set, so I would love at least 1. What do we got? Gimme Ghoul. Not looking great. Paldean Tauros. Apparently I already had all of those, which sucks. Boom. Boom, boom. All right, pack number 2. This is all we're getting for the day. Pack number 2, baby. I guess I gotta open up my friends list as well. I think some of you guys sent me friend requests. Iono, Grafaiai. Why opening such old packs? Because I haven't played in 6 months. So I got a lot of catching up to do. I haven't opened pretty much any of these packs. I got a lot of catching up to do. I didn't get a shiny in the pack, and neither did I, my friend, neither did I. All right, let's claim our gifts. We're just doing our dailies, all right? This is honestly my favorite part of the stream. You know, looking for the shinies is great and all, but hitting our dailies of looking through packs every day, checking on the ranch, kind of goated. Maybe I should buy this again. I had this at one point, but then I stopped playing and stopped paying for it. If I want 3 packs a day, do we go crazy? I have so much gold in my account too for literally no reason. Maybe we'll do a big crazy opening on like the 30th day or something. You're so behind, like planets away. Yeah, I mean, we gotta work our way through what we've got, all right? I'm in no rush anymore. I'm in no rush. Do any of you guys have cool Pokemon for me to steal? No. Literally 0 cool Pokemon. Come on, guys. Anybody? A normal Ho-Oh EX? Come on, I know somebody's got something for me. Anybody? All right, I guess we're gonna try for that Ho-Oh. That's the best option we've got here. 610 gold. Yeah, I have played. You can take a look at only 1 card. Choose the card you want to look at. Bottom right, baby. Take a peek. Okay, it's not bottom right. Fair. Let's go top left then. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ignore that's like a 2 out of 5 chance to get the good one if you peek. Good pick. Good pick. All right. Well, there you go. That's my first EX of the new set, and Probably won't open these packs for another year. It's gonna take me a year to get this far. There we go. Moldred. All right, let me peep. Did any of you guys send me more friend requests? Some of y'all did yesterday, so I don't want to leave anybody out just in case. It's gonna be embarrassing if I have none. It's gonna be embarrassing. All right, here we go. We got Will, Linus Tech Tips, NB. These can't be, Pig Gamer? No. Okay, cool. I was gonna say not all of these could be you guys, but maybe it is. Maybe it is all you guys. Shout out to y'all sending me friend requests. I guess I'll put my friend ID in the YouTube chat real fast in case anybody missed it. If y'all want to send me shit or send me requests, there you go. There you go, folks. If anybody wants to send a request my way, and maybe I'll steal some awesome shit off of your friends. Okay, Froppy, did Froppy send me this? Okay, view. Trade offer received. She wants to trade me Lily. And she wanted Clobbopus. I don't know. I'm too stupid to figure out collection card number, type. Let's do type. Clobbopus is a fighting type, right? She didn't put Clobbopus actually on here. Yeah, there's no Clobbopus on here, Frops. All right, well, she's gonna have to figure that out. She's gonna have to figure that out. Doo-doo. Banger alert, banger alert. All right. Wait. Oh, I guess I gotta accept my quest for the day too. There's a search thing? Yeah, I searched that, but she didn't put the Pokemon she wants on her, actually on her wish list, so I can't send it to her, I don't think. All right, I'm accepting all my daily mission stuff for my hourglasses, and you guys are watching Haley. Oh, well, isn't that cute? Haley and Regirock having a little picnic over there. You love that. You love to see that. Can't get enough of it. But what I can't get enough of is looking for shiny Eevee. Give it up for day 5 of looking for a shiny Pokemon every single day. I think we need some claps. Maybe even just for me, for streaming for 5 days in a row. I don't think I've ever hit, hit a streak like that before. Kind of insane work. I'm glad I'm sticking to it. I mean, shiny hunting is the easiest excuse to go live ever because it's the easiest content of all time. You sit here, you click reset a million times, you try to get the shiny, and if you can't, well, better luck next time, basically. Basically, better luck next time. Let's see here. All right, boom. Blizzaroni's taking a nap. Love that for him. He can keep doing that all he wants. All right, welcome to the STEM Zone. The STEM Zone. It's gonna be me, you, BB, and EV all day. That's what we've got today. And of course the Pokemon Ranch. Don't want to forget about those folks. Let me check one thing real fast before we start getting some encounters today. Nintendo raised the Switch 1 prices? Honestly, that's kind of badass. That's kind of badass, honestly. Who's buying a Switch 1? If you were like, man, I really want to play Breath of the Wild, but I don't want to buy a Switch 2. Let me cop a Switch 1, brother. Just save your money. All right, just save that $300 or whatever. Just say, don't buy a Switch 1. All right, save your money. Save your money. Switch 1 is $400 now? That's insane. Why are they making new Switch 1s? That can't be real. Surely not. Are they making Switch 1s still? Don't buy a Switch 1 in the year of our Lord Arceus 2025, folks. Save your money and then maybe buy a Switch 2 later. Maybe. A firm maybe. Alrighty, so let me break it down for you. It's very simple. This is how we look for shiny Eevee. So if you guys haven't heard this yet, we're looking for shiny Eevee in Pokemon Diamond. We're gonna transfer it to the ranch, but we're also gonna evolve it into Sylveon in Pokemon Gen 6. But here is how we look for shiny Eevee. It's very complicated, very complex. I'm just kidding, it's very simple. We're gonna talk to Eevee. Sorry. We're gonna talk to BB. I don't say no. She gives you an Eevee, we open it up, and we see if it's shiny. That's all we can do. There's no better way to, I mean, there's plenty of better ways to do this, let's be honest, but this is the simplest and most carefree way to do it. And for a lot of folks, people keep asking, oh, all right, are we fucking up the RNG because I'm resetting? No, I can promise you, we're getting a different Eevee every time, because look at this. This is a female Eevee with 21 health. not a shiny. We run it back. We're going to ask for a new Eevee. Okay, a female Eevee with 21 health. Ignore that. I promise you we're going to get a different one right after this. Female Eevee with 21 health. Okay. I promise you get a different one. Okay, a female Eevee. Okay. I promise you get a different one. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the encounter thing. I forgot to do that too. Okay, full disclosure, the automatic counter thing sometimes doesn't work and is very wrong a lot of the time, so just ignore that. Soft reset, we're starting the hunt. Boom, all right. Point is not getting proven. Listen, we're just around the corner. There we go, a male Eevee with 21 health. There we go. So you do, in fact, get a different Eevee every time. In fact, I watched the VOD back. The first time we did that, we got an Eevee with 22 health. I don't think we've seen one of those yet since then, but I promise we're getting a different Eevee every time. In case anyone was very worried for me that I was I was wasting all this time getting the exact same Eevee. That would be lame. That would be lame, but I promise we're good to go. Are there even Switch 2 Pokemon versions yet? We gotta wait for October. Pokemon Zaza is coming out. Unless you meant like a Switch 2, like a cool themed one, then if so, I don't think there's a cool Switch 2 Pokemon version yet with like a skin on it. I'm glad you're not using the Ultra games because Eevee lowered my attack and accuracy so bad my attacks keep missing. Yeah, see? All right, there are quicker ways of getting shiny Eevee 100%, right? Even in Gen 4, we could have been doing the Poke Radar method, which is like 1 in 200 odds. But this is the most calm and relaxing and least amount of effort way that we can do this. We literally just ask for an Eevee over and over. Now, the odds are not great, all right? The odds are the worst in Pokemon history. 1 in 8,000. You can't get a shiny Charm in Gen 4 either. So, it's just you in the open road and looking for Eevee. But this month, we're trying a couple of different ways to get shiny Pokemon. So this is just one of them. If you're like, damn, why don't you, like Buddha, you know, has been asking, why don't you play Pokemon Legends Arceus and just do outbreaks or whatever they're called? Why don't you do SOS hunts in Sun and Moon? Why don't you do Masuda method? We're gonna get to those, okay? Maybe not all of them, probably not all of them in 30 days, but we're gonna try different ones throughout the month. This is just one of the many ones. Magic Conch, will we get shiny Eevee? The answer is unclear, which is code for yes. It's code for yes. I would love to see it today. I would love to see it today, folks. Now, we had incredible odds for our shiny Regirock, but if you guys have not seen the lore on that, can you guys do me a favor? Can you press 1 if you know why I was looking for shiny Regirock? Can you press 2 if you have no idea what I'm talking about? I want to do research. Can you press 1 if you know why I looked for shiny Regirock? Can you press 2 if you have zero idea what I'm talking about and you're like, please shut up, you're annoying, and you're rambling, Mr. Thunder. Okay, there's multiple ones. That makes me feel good. Grand Cookie is telling me to shut the fuck up, / AK maybe wants to know a little bit more. Okay, so for our last shiny hunt, and the reason that we set aside an entire month to shiny hunt, I got a Pokemon Sapphire where the last player was shiny hunting, but they gave up. So I picked it up and I shiny hunted for them, even though I hate shiny hunting. And we eventually got the shiny Regirock, but I fucking failed. I couldn't capture it because I'm a moron and forgot to bring Ultra Balls. So I had 3 Ultra Balls, couldn't catch the shiny Regirock. We ran it back, and this month we found it. So now we're on to other shinies. I have a whole month for shiny hunting, and I thought it was gonna take like 30 days to get Regirock. It took 2 days. So now we're mixing it up. I'm looking for my favorite Pokemon, Sylveon. How's that for a little explanation, for a little lore drop? So like I said, the big point of this month and what the video will end up being later is that I hate I hate shiny hunting. I really don't like shiny hunting, but I want to see if after 30 days, you know, maybe I can grow a little bit of an appreciation for it at the very least. 10 out of 10 explanation, you know, I've repeated myself every day for 5 days. I would hope it gets pretty good at this point, you know. So how rare are these shinies like Crown Rare and TCG Pocket? Well, in Pokemon Gen 4, which is Diamond and Pearl, the game we're playing right now, there is a 1 in 8,100 chance in getting one, which is pretty low. In fact, it's the lowest odds of any Pokemon game, because later in like the 3DS and later games, they made it easier. It's like 1 in 4,000, so it's like half as hard. So in these old games, it's very hard. And there's no way to make it easier, because in later games, they cut it down to 1 in 4,000, and they also did some stuff like, oh, you can get the shiny charm, which makes it even lower odds, or I guess higher odds. Makes it easier. So every time I pick up an Eevee, every time I pick up one of these Eevees, there's a 1 in 8,100 chance that I get a shiny one. Which is the first reason I hate shiny hunting, folks. Who actually likes shiny hunting? There's a lot of people out there. You know what? And I've said it before, the one thing that I will give props to shiny hunting for is its easy stream content. It's an easy way for me to go, what am I gonna do today on stream? Oh yeah, shiny hunt. All right, we haven't gotten the shiny yet. I know exactly what to do. I've looked for shiny Arceus on a modded game before, and that took me like a week straight or something. It's just every day I boot up and I'm like, damn, all right, let's look for shiny Arceus. And the second I found Arceus, I was like, damn, I don't know what to do now. And I didn't stream probably for like a week. So at the very least, I can see why people do it for content, like streamers. If you're just like a normal Joe Schmo, you don't make videos and stuff, and you're shiny hunting, I have no idea what you're doing. Literally no idea what you're doing with that. If that's what you do for fun, I mean, at the same time, you know, if I wasn't streaming, this could be chill, because I could be watching like a movie, like anime or something right here, and then have the Pokemon game here. Instead, I got chat here. So I guess at you know, on that side of it, it could also be cool. It's like multitasking, and you know, it's gonna take a while, so you just boot up something else and pay attention, watch some YouTube videos. Maybe you're watching the Purple Thunder show. My dumbass. There's a good chance, and you're shiny hunting. I think I've probably brought down everybody's shiny odds quite a bit, though. If you're watching me, you probably have actually like a 1 in 10,000 chance of finding shinies. A lot of people say like, oh, if you sub to me, like your shiny odds go up. Not me. I'm making your odds worse. I'm making your shiny odds a little bit worse. Out of spite, you could say. Kind of find Nintendo games more appealing. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey. Sometimes battling it out with the youngsters in the Fortnite lobby, you know, it's not the first thing I want to do after a 9-to-5 schedule. I don't want to come home and get my ass kicked in Valorant. So what do? I boot up Pokemon, look for shiny Eevee. I only really shiny hunt for like events and stuff. That's understandable. Yeah, I've never really done shiny hunting ever until this year. I played a modded Pokemon game for 100 hours because the last thing to do in the game is look for shiny Arceus. So I did a shiny hunt for that, which I was like, you know, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite. It took a long time. And then we looked for that Regirock, like I said, and now, you know, we're kind of branching out. We're doing some other ones. Now, I will say, if you talk to any hardcore shiny hunters, which it doesn't sound like anybody in my chat has been throughout this whole thing, but if you talk to any hardcore shiny hunters, they probably would make fun of me for how I shiny hunt. I'm doing these shiny hunts in the most impure way of all time. Normally what they want you to do, okay, what Big Shiny Hunting Incorporated wants you to do is boot this up. All right, they want you to boot up a normal DS or you know, 3DS or whatever. They want you to go ahead and tap in Pokemon Diamond. They want you to go ahead and watch this title screen, and in fact, I'll even blow it up big for you. They want you to run this whole title sequence here. Pokemon Diamond, yep, we tap in. We gotta watch through that. We gotta spam A, we gotta go in here. And then, nope, you gotta go through the notebook. And then they would want you to go in here. Let's act like I was already at Eevee, because I'm in the same spot right now. I want to time what it would be like for one full encounter. Oh, I'm not even in the right place. But imagine this was BB. You would want to talk. And then this guy would yap. And then, all right, we would check if it's Eevee. And then I have to soft reset. Wait for this to load. And do it all over again. So I'm kind of cheating, all right? Because I'm not doing it on original hardware, all right? I'm doing it way faster. I have it in like 2x speed. So that's where we're at right now, okay? I'm kind of cheating with these shiny hunts, but I don't care. I'm having more fun, and the content's gonna be better because of it. All right, imagine this if this shiny hunt was just the amount of time it took was doubled. For no other reason than that I wanted to do it right. Now, if you're a hardcore shiny hunter out there watching this and you're like, he's doing it wrong, I want to do it the right way, then more power to you. You can do whatever you want in your life, but me personally, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna cheat a tiny bit. Sorry, I got an email. I got an email. You gotta check those every now and then. Chatters, what was the last shiny you got? Has anyone ever not gotten a shiny? Fess up. Fess up. It took me a very long time to find a normal shiny out in the world in Pokemon, like a random shiny. Noctowl, Magikarp. Magikarp is a good one. Magikarp is a good one. Yellow Magikarp looks really cool, honestly. Noctowl, I don't know what shiny Noctowl looks like. In my head, it looks the exact same as normal Noctowl. There, you're gonna have to hit me with what shiny Noctowl looks like. Banger. Perfect music for looping these shinies. I've never gotten a shiny yet aside from fan games. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, fan games, I wanna say fan games count, right? Because I've gotten a lot of shinies in fan games and mods, but usually fan games and mods have like really high shiny odds. Like I think Luminescent version, it's like 1 in 200. I had so many shinies in Luminescent. It's just mad easy to get shinies in that game. And then in that game, you can also get the shiny charm. So it's just like, you're getting shinies like crazy. I had like 3 shiny Zigzagoons and I'm not even exaggerating. I just walking around the world, you just get shinies. You're like, all right, cool. I had a Gyarados shiny, but they're common. Yeah, I think I told you guys a story, but I'm running it back. When so I would never get Pokemon games brand new as a kid. I'd have to like wait a year for them to drop so I could get them like $10 off or whatever at GameStop. When I got Heart Gold, I go through Heart Gold and I get to the Lake of Rage and I see shiny Gyarados, and I had no idea that, obviously that's a scripted encounter. You're gonna get that every single time you play. So I catch shiny Gyarados, and the next day I go to school and I'm like, boys, you're never gonna believe this. I caught a Gyarados and it was red. And I got fucking laughed out of the building, bro. Laughed out of the lunch table. Because not only did everyone else already do that, because, everybody gets that, I was like a year late on playing Heart Gold. They had already played Heart Gold, front to back, left to right. So I was a year late. And also was like, guys, I got a red Gyarados. And they were like, you son of a bitch, you stupid motherfucker. It was insane. Damn, poor little PT. That was my life as a Pokemon fan back in the day. It was crazy times playing. I got my DS in 2008 and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Which honestly was fine for me because when I was a kid, I wouldn't get on the internet or anything. So I had no idea that the games had been out for a long time. Those were my first Pokemon games. I had a Game Boy Advance. I had a SpongeBob Game Boy Advance, but somehow never got Pokemon. I never got Pokemon. I had Lego Star Wars for the Game Boy, but for some reason I don't even think I knew about Pokemon. I had Smash. So I knew of Pokemon like Pikachu and all that, but for some reason just never locked in on Ruby Sapphire or whatever. The ones who are late to the game last the longest. See, that's true because I was a real fan. I was willing to wait 2 years or whatever to get Heart Gold. I was willing to wait, baby. And look at me now, looking for shiny Eevee in the exact same game. fucking 15 years later.
Believe it!
When I first played Pokemon Moon, I got a regional variant. I flipped out because I thought it was a shiny. I had no idea. That's really funny. Yeah, some people have these stories of finding a shiny and then killing it because they thought something was wrong with their game. It makes me wonder. I don't remember doing something like that, but there's a good chance I just found a shiny and just ignored it because I just never knew about shinies. So if it was especially if it was a Pokemon I hadn't seen before, imagine you bump into shiny Zubat and you've never seen Zubat, so it's just green. You're like, okay, and you just kill it. That could have happened to me. I have no idea. I think one of my first shiny Pokemon, I think all my first shiny Pokemon were hacked ones, but like one of the first ones I found was chain fishing in Oros. I got a shiny Horsey and evolved it up to Kingdra, my goat. I don't know where it is though. I bet there have been so many shinies that have been killed or just not noticed. Yeah, because I think in older games too, like I think new games, they kind of will talk about shinies in game, and then plus, you know, everybody has access to the internet, so everybody knows about shinies. But I think back in the day, like not only were people not online as much playing Pokemon, but the game itself doesn't really tell you about shinies. There might be like one NPC ever that's like, my Pikachu is orange instead of yellow. I think he has an STD, and you're like, oh damn, and you have no idea what that means.
It's Pikachu!
Did walking up to Red on Mount Salver top all battles as a kid? So the first time I played Heart Gold, I don't think I did the Kanto stuff. I think I only did the first 8 gyms. I don't remember doing all the extra stuff, but when I replayed it like later in life, I think I was in middle school, I remember thinking it was lit, but I kind of already was spoiled to the fact that you fight Red and all that. It sounds like that would have been literal cinema. If you were a Gen 1 head and then you played Gen 2 and then you have to fight Red, sounds like that would have been fucking cinema, bro. We got a manual in chat. What's up? What's up, goat? How do you feel about shiny Eevee? Is it good or no? It was though. It sounds like it would be fire, man. Coco, how do you feel that that I'm still on the save state method? I'm kind of a pro at it now. I know we were beefing the first time you brought it up, and you know, we've kind of moved past that. I'm kind of a master of the save state now. Look at these keystrokes, baby. Where's my button? There it is.
Nice.
It's the climb, bro. It is. You had a shiny Eevee in your Pokemon Y? That's fire. Yeah, I had. I told the story yesterday, but I had a hacked shiny Eevee on Gen 5. I think I turned it into an Umbreon. I don't know where on earth it is though. Shadow Wolfman back in action. Love to see it. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. We already tended to the Pokemon Ranch today, so if you guys missed that and you love keeping up with the ranch stuff, you're gonna have to rewind the stream, maybe go back once we're done here. But you can see now the level 100 Kyogre from the Korean save file is inside of the ranch now. He's causing terror. Just a casual level 100 Kyogre amongst all the stupid Pokemon in there. Amongst like a fucking Golduck and a Chimchar. There's just the god of ocean is hanging out in there, man. Here we are back at Miley Cyrus. It all really comes back to her, you know? It is the climb. She was onto something when she said that. Why is Eevee such a common gift Pokemon? You know, I don't really know. I mean, it's an awesome Pokemon. I'm kind of fine with the mascotification of Eevee. Like when they did Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and they were like, guess what, boys? Eevee is just as important as Pikachu.
It's Pikachu!
I'm kind of chill with that, you know? I like Eevee way more than Pikachu. Sorry if my English isn't good. I'm from Argentina. All good. All good. I'm accepting everybody. Listen, like I just said, I got Korean Pokemon in this Pokemon ranch. I got French Pokemon. I got Japanese Pokemon. You know, we're really going worldwide. We're going international with the Purple Thunder Show. But I will say, I think I showed this to you guys before. My love and admiration for Pikachu has skyrocketed after I got this thing. His tail is kind of fucked up. Now, I'm kind of indifferent on Pikachu. In fact, I'm probably negative leaning until I got this. Now, this thing came with like Pokemon cards, I think. I don't remember why. His stupid face, it makes me smile every time I see it. I love fat Pikachu. This is like Gigantamax or something, right? His face, I can't help but smile when I see his stupid face. He looks so dumb, but I absolutely love it, man. I can't get enough of fat Pikachu, the goat. Chubby Gen 1, yeah, I love fat Pikachu, bro. He makes me fucking smile every time I see him back there. So I'm now a Pikachu fan.
It's Pikachu!
I love him. He looks so stupid. I can't deny. He looks incredibly stupid, but he's awesome. I love him. Just started playing Pokemon Platinum. I'm on the 3rd gym. Have you played a Gen 4 game before or not? Regardless, I'm a big believer that Platinum is the best Pokemon game. Best mainline Pokemon game. Obviously, the best Pokemon game is Pokemon Ranch, because look, fucking... you love to see 3 Charizards, Celebi, Unknown, and goddamn Archidong in a V flying around. What other Pokemon game do you get to see that, huh? Yeah, but I'm a big believer that Platinum is the GOAT. And Platinum is even cooler if you've played Diamond and Pearl, but you don't have to. Diamond and Pearl, okay, this is a secret. Don't say I never did nothing for you, but also don't tell anyone I said this. Diamond and Pearl are kind of bad. The original Diamond and Pearl are not very good, okay? They're very slow. Obviously, everybody memes on the Pokedex how terrible the Pokedex is, all right? It's kind of a bad game. But Platinum is the GOAT. Platinum is the GOAT. Platinum is like 100 times better than Diamond and Pearl. Gen 2 and 3 are my GOATs. Is Gen 4 worth playing? I would say Gen 4 is worth playing. But like high key, I don't know. Call me crazy. I usually don't want to play old Pokemon games unless I have like mods installed and stuff. You can, like, you don't have to ROM hack. You don't have to play like Renegade Platinum. Renegade Platinum is very good, but you don't even have to go that far. I have actually an old video where like I go over mods you can get for the original Platinum. So you can get like following Platinum where Pokemon follow you, like Heart Gold Soul Silver. That's an awesome mod. There's like a mod that makes it so all Pokemon look a little bit different depending on what their IVs are, which is really cool. So I would say yes. I would say Platinum is awesome, and if you have the ability, you could try to get some mods installed. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Is Gen 4 Soul Silver? Yes. Heart Gold, Soul Silver are technically Gen 4, but usually when people say Gen 4, they're talking about like Platinum. I think most people will say, like, if they mean Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they'll say Gen 2 remakes. They won't say Gen 4, I think, as far as I understand it. ROM hack replay as Team Rocket was good. I've seen YouTube thumbnails about that, but I have not actually played it myself. I've not actually seen it myself. I get my Pokemon news through YouTube thumbnails. I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Reddit. So like when there's something new Pokemon related that drops, that's how I see it. In the past, I played VGC. I never got into VGC. I played a lot of Smogon OU back in the day. Gen 6, Gen 7. I played some Smogon OU. I thought that was a good time. I have like at least 1,000 hours in Pokemon X and Y. So I bought Pokemon X and Y. I got it for like Christmas that year or whatever. I played through Pokemon Y and I would keep all my Pokemon on Y, and then my X, if I ever wanted to play the game again, that's the one I would reset. I would reset my save on X, move all my Pokemon to Y, and then reset it again. So in those games combined, I might have like 2K hours in that shit, bro. I was on that like every day, breeding Pokemon, battling, doing new playthroughs, the whole nine, man. X and Y, I'll be the first to say they're pretty boring coming back to those. I don't think they're very good Pokemon games, but I have a lot of nostalgia for them, and probably the most amount of any Pokemon game hours in those, man. Played a mod that makes Pokemon evolve further than normal, but it's leaf green. I have seen that. I saw the Point Crow video on that. I kind of wanted to play it. It looks fire. I love mods like that give, like evolutions and stuff like that to old Pokemon. How to catch Rayquaza? Do you bring Kyogre and Groudon? Yeah, to some cave or something. VGC was a bad experience to the point I quit? Yeah, I don't know. Playing competitive Pokemon is a fool's errand. You have to really be a psychopath to get into it. You're gonna miss a Will-O-Wisp, okay? You're gonna miss a Focus Blast, and you're gonna lose the set because of it. You gotta be a true psychopath to stick to it. You're gonna get full parried. You're gonna hit yourself in confusion. You're gonna get crit and die. You're gonna flinch to Dark Pulse. It's gonna happen to you, man. It's gonna happen to you. I'm currently enjoying Luminescent Platinum. Love to hear that. Rob Van Dam. Okay, not Rob Van Dam like the wrestler, but close. How have you been enjoying it? How far in Luminescent version are you? I think that game, if you have the means to play Luminescent, you need to play it. You need to play Luminescent version. It's kind of a pain in the ass to set up, okay? It takes a lot of know-how, and there is a little bit of danger involved. Not physical danger, of course. You know, your monitor is not going to attack you, but you got to get a little crazy with it to get Luminescent installed. But if you can get it installed, it is an incredible experience, man. Playing Luminescent version is the most fun I've ever had with Pokemon, by far. 6 gem? Hell yeah. What's your team, bro? What's your team, Rob? Only game I don't have for the 3DS is Ultra Moon. I also do not have Ultra Moon. I have Sun, Moon, and Ultra Sun. I don't know why I skimped out on Ultra Moon. You guys want to hear my Ultra Sun story? My Ultra Sun, my personal save file story. So I went through, when I organized all the used games I have and all their save files, I booted up my own Pokemon games for the first time in years. Pretty much all of their save files are gone. I told you this. So my Diamond, my Pearl, my Platinum, my Black 2, none of them have save files anymore. My X, my Y, all deleted because I was a stupid kid and I was like, I'm gonna play these again. Fuck these Pokemon. So I was like, where are all my Pokemon, man? I saved at least some of them and I couldn't find them on any of them. I even rebought Pokemon Home to see if they were randomly on my Pokemon Home. I haven't opened Pokemon Home since like 2020 when it dropped. So I'm looking through all my games and I never opened my Ultra Sun because I remember where I saved in Ultra Sun. I'm gonna bust it out just to show you guys. This is gonna be insane. It's worth it. This is gonna take a second, but it's gonna be worth it, I promise. You guys are gonna laugh at me forever when you see. So my Ultra Sun, I never reset it, but I never open it because I remember why I quit playing Ultra Sun. So this is my original copy from whatever, 2016. That's goddamn 10 years ago. Holy shit. That is 10 years ago. Let's get the ranch on the screen while I yap. All right, so Ultra Sun, I'm putting it in. This is my Ultra Sun from back in the day. This is not like a used one from Korea or whatever the fuck. This is my Ultra Sun, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you where I quit playing in 2016 and I never logged back on. I like Lusamine more in the non-Ultra. She's more evil. Yes, bro. I 100% agree. I hated what they did to the story in Ultra Moon. So in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, when I played it for the first time, even as a youngster, I didn't like it because I was like, this is the same game but with a worse story. They randomly decided Lusamine was too evil and they wanted to make her nice, I guess. I don't know. And then I get to this point and I quit playing forever and I never beat it. Bro, high key, I should make a video where I come back and I try to beat my original Ultra Sun. All right, hold on. This is taking forever. 3DS. I'm still trying to pass the battle tree. Dude, the battle tree, I remember that shit. All right, here we go. Sizz with 21 hours. Apparently I have a mystery gift. I'm wearing pink. I got a fly ass t-shirt on in this. I saw it in chat. Whoever guessed that. I couldn't beat Ultra Necrozma. I couldn't beat Ultra Necrozma. So I quit playing for 10 years. This save file is from 2016. So, and you can't leave this area to go to the PC. So all my Pokemon are stuck here. I either have to beat Ultra Necrozma or buy Pokemon Home and transfer them from home. That's the only way to save my Pokemon. They're being held hostage in Ultra Sun. You have to be in this area. You have to either beat them or that's it. You can't leave. Do you have the Master Ball? Can you catch him? I think you have to beat Ultra Necrozma. I don't think you can catch him. I think that's the point of the fight. Let me look. I don't even think my team was that bad. Why did I lose? My team is kind of fire. You don't want to beat him right now? No. That's for another day. That's for another day. Let's do a team. I know we're supposed to be shiny hunting, but let's peep the team, bro. I got Ricky Ross, the Haunch Crow. Call my Nightslide Shadow Ball flat. Come on now. I got Danny Phantom, but it's Danny with an I because it's a female Gengar that's fire. Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. I got like competitive ass Pokemon, man. The Feds, the Magnezone. I got Flower Boy, the Dusk. This is like an event Pokemon, I think, from Ultra Sun. You get the orange Lycanroc. He even has his own Z move. I got Poliwrath. It has Scald. I don't know what I was cooking there. I guess it is kind of has decent special attack. It's whatever. And then Broccoli. Broccoli, the Leafeon. This is a fire team. I fuck with this team. I don't know how I lost, man. I should have cooked with this team, bro, right? I don't know what type Ultra Necrozma is, but yeah. Basically, yeah, that's my story. So all of my old Pokemon are held hostage on here until I can beat Ultra Necrozma. I can just dump this save file and take the Pokemon off that way, but it's kind of a funnier story if I say they're held hostage. Leafeon, yeah, I don't even really fuck with Leafeon, so I guess I was just trying to mix it up, man. I was at the point in my life where I was trying to mix it up. No Sylveon? Yes, unfortunately no Sylveon. I've used Sylveon so many times, I think I was just trying to mix it up. Use Rotom Power in the Quick Ball? Do you catch Ultra Necrozma? I thought you had to fight him. I thought you had to defeat him. I don't think you can catch him unless I'm crazy. Maybe all these years I was just a dumbass and I never knew you're just supposed to catch him. All right, back to the grind. You defeat him and then catch him. Okay, yeah. I don't think I got to the second part. I was in the middle of the first part. In the battle tree, I defeated Blue. Shout out. You find him on the mountain after you beat him. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah. I didn't get that far, and then I didn't even really like the game that much, so I think I probably tried to fight him a couple times and then was like I didn't do it like 100 times or something. I did it like probably once or twice and I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. So that's my amazing story about how apparently I was terrible at Pokemon battling. See, at that time in 2016, that was when I was doing my Smogon battling, man. I was on the ladder. I was playing OU, so I don't know how on earth I struggled with Ultra Necrozma. Maybe I was just under leveled or something. The Elite Four soundtrack is fire. I know the one from the original Sun and Moon. Is it the same song? That like almost scary ass song that plays? I completed the Alola Dex. I never completed the Pokedex as a kid. The first time I completed the Pokedex was in Luminescent version. But I thought that was a lot of fun. But Luminescent version has a ton of quality of life stuff that normal Pokemon games don't have, and I don't want to deal with that. Like the shit you have to do to complete the Dex in like Legends Arceus, where you got to get all the Spiritomb, sperm cells or whatever. The little purple things everywhere. You got to like find Cherubi or whatever the hell you got. Yeah, I don't want to do all that. Luminescent version, they made it nice and easy for a fella like me. Not as scary as a Gen 5 Elite Four song. Okay. I had an Ultra Sun run where I only used a Fearow named Mikey D's and a Vikavolt named Dinky Dog, and they beat Ultra Necrozma.
Nice.
What a fucking dynamic duo. What a powerful duo. I'm doing a Living Dex and Omega Ruby, and I'm at 4 hundo. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, to complete the Dex in Luminescent version, it was like 519 Pokemon, but I did not do a Living Dex. I mean, I'm probably doing a Living Dex once you catch all the Pokemon isn't that bad. Like you just have to Ditto. You just have to use Ditto and like breed a bunch of times for all the pre-evos, but I couldn't be fucked to do that. I couldn't be bothered to do that, man. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen my Luminescent video, my Pokemon mods video on my channel, it's an hour long, so it's a bit of a crazy ask, but if you're going to bed and you just want some background noise, a long video, it's a banger video. It's a banger video, man. I very rarely specifically call out my videos, but I think that one's really good. It's a bunch of cool mods. They got new regional forms in that mod too. So it was pretty fire. What game is this from? This is Stardew Valley, isn't it? Yes, this is Stardew Valley. This is the same playlist as yesterday, but sorry for missing out on your streams. I was playing on VR and forgot about time. Sean, you're good, brother. You're good, brother. What game were you playing on VR? Danny, I don't know what's going on with Salamence. He's kind of cooking everyone's ass on the ranch right now. You guys see that? How do you breed with Ditto? Every time I try, it says they don't get along? What are you trying to breed with Ditto? I'm pretty sure Ditto can breed with everything that can breed besides another Ditto, I think. I think you just can't breed two Dittos together. Swiffy's back in action as well on the Twitch side. Shout out to you, Goat. Swiffy, you got a fire Twitch badge next to your name too. If I do say so myself. I gotta update my Twitch badges too, low key. Is there an electric type gym in Scarlet Violet? Oh, my sub badges are all the electric badges, and I don't know if maybe there's a new one and I never added it. I think it's only been updated since like Sword and Shield, so. Speaking of mods, I felt nostalgic and looking at a mod of X and Y, but just making it a little more difficult. Yeah, I think it's like ancestral. Not ancestral, that's a little different. Ancestral, like your ancestors. X and Y Rebirth. No, I've not heard of that one. I've heard Ancestral X. I'm playing games based around war and shooting. Okay, well, all right, well, that's a little hardcore for a fella such as me. I'm just looking for Eevee. I can go on YouTube too, Swiffy. Get you somebody who can do both. Swiffy on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, you guys can watch wherever you want, Twitch or YouTube, but I do say that Twitch has a couple more nifty features than YouTube. There's like gambling and stuff over there. And everybody loves a little gambling with fake money, not real money. Don't worry. Especially people from Germany, don't worry. It's fake money, fake money. They just make it more difficult, not adding anything. Okay, that's fair. I think Ancestral X, they add stuff. I don't really know though. Azumarill, Venomoth, Ludicolo have been what I tried so far. Oh, then I don't know. I don't know. Something's wrong with your Ditto, bro. He needs some Viagra. he needs to go to the doctor, bro. Something's wrong with him. I don't know why on earth he wouldn't be working, man. Is he holding an item? Are any of them holding weird items or something? I'm playing Pokemon right now. You and me, twin. You and me, Goofy. Now, I'm not calling you Goofy to make fun of you. That's just your username, okay? I just wanted to lay out the vibes there for you. You mean the Netherlands and Belgium? We can't do that here. I thought Germany was the one that wasn't allowed to Twitch gamble, or maybe it's just, you know, multiple nations out there. Fair enough, though. Fair enough. Pokemon Blue, that's OG. I'm not man enough to play the original Game Boy games. I'm not man enough to boot those up, especially in the year of our Lord Arceus 2025. I'm not man enough. They're toughies. They don't have TCG Pocket and Friends here either. That's so funny. Honestly, that's beast though, okay? Save your money, don't buy virtual cards. At least buy real cards. At least gamble on real cards so you could maybe sell them. Oh my God, okay, we don't have... I love for this, it's like, hey, do you want to ban this guy or do you want to mod this guy? Where's the ban button? It takes so long to ban bots. Fuck you, Twitch bot. What are we up to today? Well, we already tapped into the Pokemon Ranch, which you can see in the bottom right. That's our kind of Subway Surfers content, the stimming. But we are looking for the illustrious, the elusive Shiny Eevee, specifically the one that BB gives you in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. The plan is to get the Shiny Eevee at some point and send it to the Pokemon Ranch, but also turn it into a Sylveon. And get Shiny Sylveon. We already got Shiny Regirock, which this whole month was supposed to be dedicated to getting Shiny Regirock, but I got it within 2 days. So we kind of had to improvise and go, okay, we got to look for a couple more Shinies. And I don't really know too many cool Shiny Pokemon. I'm not really a Shiny hunter. In fact, I hate Shiny hunting. But Sylveon's my favorite Pokemon, so I figured it would be cool to have a Shiny one. Which game is your favorite and your favorite gen? Pokemon Platinum, man. Pokemon Platinum. I love Gen 4. I love Pokemon Platinum. If you want proof that I love Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, here you go. I'm gonna show you the proof that I love Diamond and Pearl. Alright, hold on. This flex is gonna be worth it, I promise. Okay, so if you want proof that I love Diamond and Pearl, it seems like there's a lot of new people in chat that don't watch my videos, so this is gonna be worthwhile. So I've got I've got my original Pearl from when I was a kid. This is from 2008. I don't know why there's no I didn't keep the books and stuff for some reason. I feel like I probably threw these away because I'm stupid. I have my OG Platinum from whatever this is, 2009, 2010. This has one book in it. I think there's supposed to be more. Then I have all the ones from my videos. So I have 2 more pearls. Yes, these price tags are real. Everyone go ahead and say I'm stupid for buying these for $75. I know you're cooking it. That's every time I show these off, people are like, you got robbed, GameStop robbed you. Yes, I know. I know. Then we have German Pearl. We have, this is Italian Diamond. This has all the shit inside of it too. Both this and the German Pearl. Then in this, I have another Pearl, but it says, it's on this side, it says Pokemon Peen, which is really funny. This is Pearl. This is an English diamond with holes in it. If you haven't seen this, it literally has holes in it. I bought this on eBay for $60. Yet another scam, of course, but everyone loves that one. I have, and then, where am we at here? This is, I think this is French diamond, Korean diamond, Spanish diamond, and Japanese diamond. So there we go. That's my collection of just Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, just Sinnoh games. That is what I'm rocking. So if you want proof that I love Gen 4, there's your proof, my friends. There's your proof. You have a lot of diamonds. Yeah, we got a lot of diamonds, which is funny. My first Pokemon game is Pearl, so that's my favorite of the 2, but I somehow now have more diamonds than pearls. How do you say diamond in Japanese? Yeah, I'm not the guy to ask for that, I fear. What country is Pokemon Peen? That's in English. That's in English. That's before I did the video for all the languages. That's just a normal, typical English one. It's just, I bought it because it says Pokemon Peen on the front. And I just assumed it was going to be like a fake game. It wasn't going to actually be Pokemon. It was going to be like Plants vs. Zombies or something. But it was Pokemon Pearl. They did not lie to me. Call me crazy, but my favorite are X and Y. I don't hate on anyone for what their favorite is, but when we start talking about like, oh, the objective best Pokemon game is Omega Ruby, that's where I gotta stop you. But if you're like, I really like X and Y, I really like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you know, what am I gonna say to that? Absolutely nothing. You can like whatever you want to like. Fucking random ass lyric song. Everybody was saying this playlist is fire, so I'm gonna run this one back. I fucked with this. I lost my Gen 4 and 5 cartridges. I had Pokemon White version. I think that's the Gen 5 game that I had when I was a kid. Once again, didn't get it when it first dropped. I probably got it a couple years after it dropped. I was in the middle of a playthrough with it, and I would bring it in my school backpack. And for some reason, I don't know what happened. I think maybe it was just really hot one day or something, but I had just the loose cartridge. I'm so stupid for this. I don't know why I just had the loose cartridge. It wasn't in a box. It wasn't in a case or nothing. It was just the cartridge was flopping around in my book bag. And it was in there with a pack of glue sticks. So one day I'm doing my schoolwork, I'm doing my whatever, and I open my bag and the glue sticks like exploded. I have no idea how this happened. Some kind of freak accident. And it exploded all over my Pokemon, I think it was Pokemon Black version. And for some reason, instead of trying to clean it off or checking to make sure it worked or anything, my first instinct was to throw it away. So right there, like, I mean, I was kind of also embarrassed because I'm in class in the middle of everything and my backpack has just exploded into a big gluey mess. So I'm just like kind of cleaning out my backpack. I'm in like 5th grade or something. So I'm like throwing out all the random shit in there, throwing out like notebooks and like papers and stuff. And in the scuffle, I see my Pokemon Black and I just take it and I just throw it away into the trash can. I didn't check to make sure it was good. I didn't clean it off, nothing. And to this day, I fucking regret that so much, man. I mean, obviously I was a stupid kid. I was like 12, 13 or something. But I didn't even check to make sure it worked before throwing it away, man. Crazy situation. A little stupid, you know. You can put it, yeah, I'm sure like if I would have just wiped it off, it literally would have been completely fine. But I think just in the moment, like I was like so embarrassed. And then also on top of that, I'm like, oh, they're gonna make fun of me for having a Pokemon game, which they definitely weren't. I don't think anybody was gonna give a fuck about that. But yeah, I just yeeted that shit into the trash. I had an Ocarina of Time 3DS cart that was buried in my grandpa's front yard. What, you got like a time capsule or some shit? I love Gen 3 so much. Gen 3, I think, is probably my least played gen. I played Oros a decent amount, but original Gen 3, including the Gen 1 remakes in GBA, I have like maybe a playthrough or two in those at most. I don't know if I've ever even beaten the original Gen 3. Don't throw it out, recycle it. So true. I'm sorry to Mother Nature for throwing away. So that Pokemon, I mean, that Pokemon Black, you know, it's probably decimated at the landfill. It's like fucking Buzz and Woody in Toy Story 3 going down to the incinerator. I later then got a Pokemon Black version, which, or Pokemon White. I don't know, like the colors are reversed. I can't remember. I think Pokemon Black, and I got one from GameStop. And that's what like started my sort of like used game fascination, because it already had a save file on it. So that's like low key, I guess it all worked out because I felt so much guilt for throwing away white version. I later bought black version and it already had a save on there. They had like 4 badges or something, but I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. You can like get somebody else's save file. Addiction? Yeah. I mean, you could say that. Potentially just poor life choices of me just buying hundreds of dollars of old games. There's still, I mean, not to toot my own horn here, but I think, you know, the save file videos, a lot of people like them, and like other YouTubers have kind of picked up on it. Some other people are doing save file videos, which is kind of cool. That's what started this, was guilt, real. I felt so guilty. When Black and White were available for pre-order at GameStop, I accidentally pre-ordered both and got very surprised by the price. You were like, oh shit, fucking they're coming from my wallet in Gen 5. My Black and Soul Silver both had another person save file on them. Yeah, I think my Diamond, my original Diamond, had another person save file on there too. And they were in, I think, what's it called? Mount Stark in Pokemon Diamond, where you catch Heatran. And they were doing the part where you walk around with Buck. And I remember, like, when I first saw that, I had no idea where they was, or no idea where they were, wow. I'm reinventing English here. I had no idea where that was, because I hadn't really played through the game very much. But then when I played through and I played my Pearl, I remember thinking, I was like, where was that guy out? I never found Mount Stark. I never went to the post-game area. So it was like a mystery to me. I was like, where was that guy at? Or I was like, maybe, you know, maybe Diamond version is just like completely different, you know, and they have new areas that I haven't seen before. Little did I know, you just have to beat Cynthia and take a little boat ride north and you'll find it. How are we doing on encounters? 13 hundo encounters. I love that. Somebody else asked, I'll run through the explanation again for people that are worried that I'm getting the same Eevee every time. Okay, remember this. Female Eevee with 21 health. Female Eevee with 21 health. Male Eevee with 20 health. So it is a different Eevee every time, I promise. But I appreciate the people who are very worried that it's the same Eevee every time. I think it's very often the female Eevee, but yeah, there it is. It's female Eevee again, so. I just beat Fantina. My team is Monferno, Luxray, Floatzel, Leafeon, Gabite, Staravia. You're dangerously close. to the Sacred Sinnoh squad. You're dangerously close. There's a female 10 times in a row. Yeah, I think the female one is probably the most likely. Potentially the most likely. Because we do see that one a lot, but I promise we're getting a different Eevee every time. I don't think there's just like, not even like 2 Eevees that it just bounces back and forth. I think it is indeed random. I would love to find a shiny one though. I don't care, female, male, NB, doesn't matter to me. I just want a shiny one. I don't give a shit about its life story, who it came with, where it's going. Just become shiny. That's all I need from you, Eevee. It would be a shame if, you know, our odds were terrible with this Eevee, but honestly, even if we got it in like the next 1,000 encounters, that would be incredible luck. So we need to tap in as a community. I just beat Misty and I have 8 hours on my blue save file. Listen, okay, slow and steady wins the race. You gotta be thorough. You gotta be thorough. Plus those games are pretty slow to play anyways. You move around pretty slow. Dialogue is slow. It is what it is. 8 hours, it's chill. Throw normal Eevees into a paint can. You know, at the end of the day, that could fool me. That could fool me. I will say, I wish the mod that I talked about previously, it like changes the color of your Pokemon depending on the IVs. They're still shinies, but like if you have a non-shiny, it can be like a couple different shades of the same color depending on its IVs. I wish Pokemon did that, bro. That would be so awesome because it would just give each Pokemon like a tiny bit of personality. You don't have to shiny hunt, but you know, your Garchomp could be a different color, just a tiny bit of a different color than somebody else's, you know? I wish they would do more stuff like that. Now, obviously it would take a long time to develop like 5 different colors for all 1,000 Pokemon, but you know, can't you just get an intern to work on that? You know, just somebody with, you know, Photoshop and a paint can tool. Color skins like Cobblemon? I'm actually not familiar with Cobblemon. I'm not familiar with Cobblemon. I would love to play Pokeminecraft. I played Pixelmon way back in the day when it like first dropped, and I thought it was pretty cool, and it sounds like Cobblemon is like the GOAT. I will say one of those like last 5 encounters I didn't look at the screen. You guys need to start yelling at me for that because it's gonna be my luck that the one time I don't look at the screen and I reset, it's gonna be the shiny. It's gonna be the shiny. So we need to have somebody start yelling at me for that. Sean, I didn't even see your message from a while ago. What's the worst Pokemon game in your opinion? Here, it's not even in my opinion, it's just facts. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are the worst Pokemon games of all time, at least as far as mainline ones go, okay? I'm not talking about Pokemon Dash or whatever, or Pokemon Troze. I'm talking about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Those are the worst Pokemon games by far, not even a question. Not even a question. On the topic of Pokemon cards, I do have an Edition 1 Dutch Pokemon card. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if I have any Pokemon games from other, or Pokemon cards from other languages. I think I had a Spanish Fire Energy as a kid because I remember it said Energia, and I was like, whoa, what does that mean? Like as a kid, I was like, whoa, whatever could this mean? It's just an energy card in Spanish, but it's fucking funny. That's what it is. Sun and Moon is factually the worst. You guys are wrong. I'm sorry to say. You guys are completely wrong. If your answer is not BDSP, you're wrong. I'm sorry to say. BDSP are the worst by far, hands down, no questions asked. Why are they so bad? Okay, well they're faithful remakes of bad games. So Diamond and Pearl are bad. Platinum is good. Okay, we need to come together. All right, a lot of people think. Because a lot of people are nostalgic for Gen 4, myself included. We already went over this, okay? Me and my 10 copies of Diamond and Pearl. A lot of people, say Gen 4 is really good, so people assume they mean Diamond and Pearl is really good. Diamond and Pearl, not very good, okay? But Platinum is fire. So remaking a bad game is already starting off on the wrong foot, and then making it faithful is already pretty bad. Then, all right, there's a ton of bugs and glitches in BDSP. Some of them are from the original game, so they didn't fix a lot of shit. And then on top of that, when the game dropped BDSP, there was a day one patch. So if you never downloaded the day one patch, you were just missing like so much shit in the game. And I know what you're thinking. Everybody's got internet, so you know it doesn't matter. Who cares about a day one patch? But there's two cases. There's two cases where that does matter. One, I made a whole video on this, but I actually bought somebody's Switch and found out this happened to them. They just never downloaded the update, thinking it was a normal Pokemon game. So their game was just worse. It has the shitty music and all that. But two, in like 10, whatever, 15 years, when they do what they do with all Nintendo consoles, where they close the eShop down and you can't download stuff anymore, if you ever wanted to play BDSP, like legitimately without emulating it, you just won't be able to get that patch, and you'll be playing on the shitty version for all of time. and I'm telling you, like, you might think it's not a big deal, the stuff that's not in the day one patch. It's a big deal. Like, it doesn't have even like the intro cutscene. You can't go into the union room. You can't do like the end game stuff where you get like the Reggies and all that. They have the placeholder music, the placeholder music that is unfinished, that sounds like garbage. It's insane. So BDSP is on a technical level, not even on gameplay or story or anything, on a legitimately just a technical level, is by far the worst Pokemon games of all time. Fair point. I see it now. Yeah, that's where I stand. And it's like, we can get into the gameplay. The Pokedex is bad. The whole nine. The game doesn't have Sylveon. Okay, maybe I'm biased, but the game has EV. BDSP has EV and fairy types and affection, but you can't get Sylveon. Sylveon is not in the game, which is funny because it was in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and those are remakes. So why did they leave it out of Gen 4? It's so random, the stuff that they left out. You know what I mean? I bought Brilliant Diamond so I could dump a bunch of Pokemon from home into the game for more space. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, listen, okay, if you love BDSP, a lot of people, when I say BDSP is bad, they'll be like, oh, but I had so much fun playing it. What am I gonna say to that? Nothing. If you had fun playing with it, good for you, okay? I'm glad. I'm not gonna stop you from having fun. You can do whatever the hell you want. But me personally, I've never been so sad playing a video game in my entire life. I was so disappointed. My headcanon is that the player character from PLA is from Platinum because I didn't like BDSP. Fair. Let's Go has Alola regionals, but not the full evolutions. That's really funny. That's really funny. Yeah, BDSP doesn't even have regional forms, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't have regional forms. It doesn't have, you know, it obviously doesn't have EV. It also, the game has forced affection. So if your Pokemon are happy, they do the thing where it's like, oh, your Eevee didn't die because it loves you so much. So like, you just steamroll every battle. Every battle you just win because your Pokemon love you so much, and they crit everything, and when they get poisoned, they tough it out. I don't know why they did that, man. I don't know why they were like, affection, friendship, we're putting them together. What a wacky game, bro. What a wacky game. But I don't want to talk about that anymore. Literally talking about BDSP and how bad it is makes me depressed, because that's the first, my first Pokemon games. I was so excited for a remake, but you know, we got Legends Arceus though. Literally, in my mind, Legends Arceus is the Gen 4 remake. That's my copium, okay? I know they're nothing like each other, but Gen 4 fans, you get to eat. You literally get to eat a delicious peak meal when you play Legends Arceus. So I am satisfied with that, and I'll just act like BDSP never happened. That's what I'll say. But what I would love if it were to happen is if I were to get a shiny Eevee, of course. I would remember that. PLA is peak content. I don't know why there's a lot of PLA haters out there. Chatters, is anyone a PLA hater in chat? Did anyone not like PLA? I want to hear your reason. I'm not here to debate you. This is not a debate stream. I promise. I just want to hear. There's a lot of people that are like there's a lot of people that say PLA sucks. and it's not a good Pokemon game. I just want to know why people say that. I have no idea. We listen and we don't judge. Why is PLA bad? Speak on that. In fact, I have a whole YouTube short about this. I said I would give you $50 if you could tell me why PLA is bad. And pretty much everybody gave joke answers, so I never found a real one. Like people were like, "Oh, it doesn't have Charizard in it," and I was like, "Okay, well." I listen and I do judge. Okay, Sean, listen, Sean's gonna judge you, all right, but I'm not. So you're gonna get a little good cop, bad cop action from me and Sean here. I didn't love PLA like most. The battle mechanics are trash. Yeah, I think that is probably the #1 criticism I could have with that. If you love Pokemon battles, which is probably most people if you're playing Pokemon, if you love Pokemon battles, you're probably going to be a little disappointed by PLA because there's like 5 trainer battles in the whole game, and they really went wacky mode on the battles. So I can definitely see that if you love Pokemon battle stuff, like the complexities of it. No held items, no abilities. Yeah. I think the game, I don't know if it takes like some mental gymnastics, but like I don't think about the battling stuff because it feels like that's not for the first time ever. That's like not the focus in the game. It's more just like catching the Pokemon and exploring areas and stuff. The battling is like secondhand. The battling is like quick, fast. Most battles take like 30 seconds. Even trainer battles. I came from a YouTube short. Goofy, what short was it? Hit me. Was it a banger short? Please say yes, or else I'll cry right now on stream. Was it a banger short though? Oh my God, your Eevee is white. That's what I'll be saying. Surely by the end of the day. Surely. Am I right? Froppy, I looked for Clobbopus on your wish list again today and I did not see it. I would love to trade you a Clobbopus for Lily, but I think you need to put Clobbopus on your wish list. I looked again today. I sorted by fighting type. I put in the letter C. I couldn't find it. Maybe I am just, mentally not all there. There's a good chance.
Believe it.
I don't think I have anything on my wish list. See, when I open it, it's like, here's what Froppy wants. And I have to search and pick something from that. I think. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid.
You dumbass.
And I don't know how trading works. I've never traded before. Coco gets $50. Okay, well, the time limit on the $50, that was like 4 years ago. The budget has expired on that project, I'm sorry to say. I hated the Hisuian form evolutions like Ursaluna. I don't think I ever get a completed X because the steps to get Ursaluna sound insane. I think, I mean, that's fair. If you don't like them, that's all you. I can't say anything. But I think I enjoyed the Hisuian forms. I think it's just because, I don't know, I'm a big Sinnoh head. So for Sinnoh to get so much love in just one game, I thought it was fucking awesome. Like I've said before, I'm a big fan of bear Pokemon. So the fact that we got Ursaluna, which is like the first, form or Mega or Dynamax, whatever, for any bear Pokemon, I was like, that's awesome. Love that guy, Ursaluna. Hisui, I love all the starters. I think they're all awesome. Even fucking Sneasler, who looks like a furry OC that you could put on a body pillow. I don't think it's that bad. It's not my favorite. I'll say that.
Nice.
But I didn't hate it. I don't hate the forms. I hate how to obtain the forms. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, a lot of them are a little wacky, like Basculegion. It's like, I don't know, kill 100 Pokemon with this specific move. Yeah, that is definitely wacky. I didn't do really any of that, but the Pokemon themselves, I vibe with. And honestly, I got to use them in the, like I said, the modded Pokemon game Luminescent version, and they make it really easy to get them. So maybe that's why I don't hate them as much as I should, because the one time I used them in a Pokemon game, they made it super easy. It's like, get Weirdier, hit, level 30 or whatever with Stantler, and you get Weirdier. You don't have to do anything wild. PLA focuses too much on catching Pokemon and releasing them, which is antithetical to the theme of Pokemon, of finding friends among the wild animals. You know what? I think that's fine too. I think the whole game is definitely sort of the antithesis of Pokemon though. And I think that's why I enjoyed it so much, because it was the opposite of what you normally do. I think if you're looking at it and you're like, I wanted a normal Pokemon game, yeah, I think PLA is probably not going to be your cup of tea. But as like a Gen 4 fan and a guy who just loves like Pokemon as an idea, maybe not, I'm not married to the idea of the mechanics and stuff. I thought it was pretty awesome. I thought it was pretty awesome. Bad cop here. I judge. I say that I got a skill issue when it comes to battling. Skill issue. Sean, bad cop, says if you don't like PLA battles, potentially just a skill issue. Now that's a good point. That's a good point. Are we just gonna say everyone who doesn't like PLA, it's a skill issue? I kind of like that approach. Maybe I cancel the trade and you start a new one with Clobopus. Okay, I'm down. I'm down for that, Big Frops. Should I play on the Game Boy Advance SP or the OG Game Boy? I think playing on the OG Game Boy is painful, right? The screen looks terrible. Definitely play on the SP, unless you're trying to like have a, I don't know, authentic Unk experience. Ain't this the Furret walking song? Ain't this that one song that plays in that one video? Hooray! What's going on, Big Frops? I love the platform traveling. I like that the people on Twitch are like, yeah, I can swap it up. I can do a little bit of both. People on YouTube, they're like, no, sir, I am not touching Twitch at all. Not with a 10-foot pole. I appreciate everybody pulling up today. It has been a pretty fire stream. Like I said, I think we had a good little Pokemon Ranch session. This is my call out to say, hey, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make it happen on YouTube. Click subscribe. It's free. And hey, if you want to watch the rest of my streams, I'm going to be streaming literally every day in August for the first time ever. I'm going to try to hit a streak of 30 unless something terrible happens. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, but I can't avoid that. But hey, if you want to know when I stream in the future, you should click the bell on YouTube. Whoa, I know a lot of people are like, click the bell. I didn't know what it did until very recently. People are saying it just notifies you when I'm live. So you should do that so you know when I'm live. Otherwise, it's up to the mercy of YouTube if they let you know if I'm live, and you don't want to miss out. You got to make sure that you hit the bell. I would love that. And make sure you're subbed. If you're on Twitch, you just need to follow. You know what it is on Twitch. Make sure you follow on Twitch. Same thing over there. They're going to let you know when I'm live, baby. I got Crabominable EX full art. What a funny Pokemon, Crabominable EX. Play on the GBA SP for the love of lighting. Yeah. I think isn't it like impossible to actually play on the OG Game Boy unless you have like a fancy upgraded one? But at that point, it's not the OG Game Boy now, is it? I thought about getting one of those fancy upgraded Game Boys, but then I realized I would probably never use it because I was like, oh, I could get this for videos so that way on the camera it looks better. I don't think I would ever use it though, right? Because at worst, if I need you guys to see a Game Boy game, I could just use this. This screen is completely fine on camera. I go like this and the Game Boy game just pops up here. So if I really had to show you guys something on this, I would just use this. It looks fantastic. And I think you can put old ass Game Boy games in there, though I don't have any original Game Boy games, just advanced ones. I just canceled my trades. I await my Clobopus in the coming days. Froppy, I'll have it on your desk in 2 to 3 business days. Yeah, final call out. Make sure you're subbed. I think this is gonna sound bad, okay? A lot of people have been asking me, when am I gonna do more save file videos? But the gosh darn truth is that they're very expensive. They are very expensive. If you look at the price tag of my last save file video, I bought 7 diamond versions. All of them except for like 2 were over $100. So you can do the math there. I spent like fucking probably at least $700 through fees and taxes and all that. So I'm gonna start probably shilling a little more in my videos, saying, hey, you should become a member. You should sub on Twitch if you want to see more save file videos. Because otherwise, man, I gotta save up a little longer, man. I gotta save up on on some moolah if I'm gonna be spending $200 on Italian Diamond or what have you. Got a bunch of OG Game Boy games for my birthday. Hell yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Put them in the SP though. Put the Game Boy games in the bag. Now, I would love to get a shiny Eevee. That's free of charge. All it takes is mental brain power and IQ points going right down the drain. That's all it takes. HE, spend 200 euros on my DSi XL. I have 1 hour on Pokemon Diamond. Ain't that the goddamn truth?
Believe it.
Ain't that the goddamn truth? It's so fun to like, you know, think about like, oh, I'm gonna buy this and then I'm gonna set all this up. It's the same way with like modding games, I feel like. You ever do like a modded Skyrim playthrough? You're like, I'm gonna get this mod and I'm gonna get this mod and I'm gonna get this mod. I'm gonna go crazy. You spend like an hour setting up all the mods and then you spend like 2 hours playing the game. That's just how it is, man. It's fun to think about the playing of the game. Can't wait to find this goddamn melee. Gotta go early day tomorrow. I appreciate you, Goat. I appreciate you, Goat, and I hope you have a fantastic early day tomorrow, working or whatever life finds for you tomorrow. But I'll be alive, same time, same place. 400 bucks, not working, play for 20 minutes. It's the classic. Want to know how long I played XD Gale of Darkness? Hit me with it. It's going to be 10 minutes or 1,000 hours. The only game that gets me every time I start a playthrough is Baldur's Gate. I will not stop the Baldur's Gate agenda. Every time I've started a playthrough on that bitch, I have finished it. I can't say the same for any other game, not even Pokemon. Every time I'm like, I'm making a new character, I ride it all the way out to the end. Now, for the health of my YouTube channel, I have not played Baldur's Gate in a long time because there's gonna be a lot less streams and a lot less YouTube videos if I start playing Baldur's Gate again. I have it with Cyberpunk, legit have over 1K hours in that game. That's fire. Yeah, I did one playthrough of Cyberpunk. That was pre-DLC, but post all the cool updates and stuff to make it like a functioning game, and I thought it was pretty lit. I would love to do another playthrough sometime. Maybe do the DLC. But like I said, I can't be playing these 100-hour games and have a YouTube channel, okay? They don't go hand in hand. I can't work all day, boot up Baldur's Gate for 3 hours, shiny hunt for Eevee for 2 hours. It's just not gonna happen, man. I gotta do other shit, like sit in this chair and do nothing like this for a while and watch Northern Lion and go, huh. Gotta fit enough time to do that in there, bro. 500 hours in Ultra Sun. What a game. What a game to have 500 hours. And what do you do for 500 hours? Arena Trap. You shiny hunter? You battler? Not gonna lie, as much as I played Cyberpunk and as much as I love it, it feels hollow. You think so? I think maybe that's the type of shit that happens after you play it for a game for so long. You start to feel all the cracks in it. I will say Baldur's Gate pisses me the fuck off sometimes when I play it now. I have like 700 hours on the dot, and like my new playthroughs of Baldur's Gate, they'll piss me the fuck off sometimes. Even though I know like all the ins and outs, how to do all the puzzles, some shit will happen and I'll be like, this fucking game, man. Maybe that's just what happens. Me on the first playthrough, I'm like, wow, best game of all time. Me on the 10th playthrough, I'm like, this shit ass game. You spend all the time getting mods, 9 hours going, which of these mods made it so the game doesn't boot anymore? An hour disappointed playing without that one cool mod. Honestly, real, yeah. You get a little, you fly a little close to the sun when it comes to installing a bunch of mods. I know there's like collections and stuff and people do, you know, the brunt of the work for you. But if you want to get adventurous and install mods that don't work together expressly, you have to become a fucking IT technician. GTA 4. This is gonna sound crazy. This is gonna be the most Nintendo fan, Pokemon fan take. It's not even a take, but Most Nintendo fan thing I've ever said. I've never played GTA. Actually, I played my first Rockstar game this year. I beat Red Dead Redemption 1. I beat Red Dead Redemption 1. That is my first Rockstar game. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was fire. The fuck? RDR1 is peak. Yeah, I'd love to play Red Dead 2, but I know that that game takes a million hours to like fully experience it. Same type of shit. I thought Red Dead 1 was awesome. I didn't do pretty much any of the bonus content. I played Undead Nightmare for a little bit after I beat the original game. I kind of blazed through it, did all the story missions, fucked around, and I was like, this is peak, this is fire. Play GTA 4 instead. You didn't read how long I play Pokemon? All right, just for you, Sean. I got 2 minutes on Pokemon Gale of Darkness. I got stuck. I got stuck. How do you get stuck in the first 2 minutes of Gale of Darkness? What, you got stuck on them telling you how to catch Pokemon? Sean, not to throw you under the bus, my man, but do tell. What do you do for 2 minutes? Do your game crash? You got a scratch disc or something? That's understandable. That's understandable. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what to say for you. I got stuck in a cabinet and got glitched. Well, I mean, that's understandable. I probably would turn the game off too if that happened in my copy of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I think I can't remember. I played Gale of Darkness or whatever the other one is, Coliseum. One of those. On stream many years ago. And the opening of it is really cool, but the first like dungeon / building you get in, you have to fight no less than 100 trainers like back to back to back, and it is the wackest thing of all time. I was like, no way people say this is like the best Pokemon game. Maybe I'm fucking, my ADHD brain just can't take it. I didn't have speed up, you know? I swear there was like no less than 100 trainers just back to back in like a hallway basically. And I was like, what is going on? Are we talking about Orstel? I think so. It was one of those, Coliseum or XD Gale of Darkness. Whatever the game is that you start with Umbreon and Espeon. Think of me as bad cop, should I say skill? Yeah, that is a skill issue to be glitched into a cabinet. Coliseum? Okay. I don't know, one of those, whichever GameCube one. But yeah, I played that for a total of a couple hours, got to that point, and I was like, I don't think so, bro. It's goated. Okay, I don't know what it was. The level design of the opening, whatever it was, a dungeon or a building or whatever. I think you fight Mirror B for the first time, probably, is that area. It was terrible. Why on earth was there 100 trainer battles in a hallway back to back to back? You only have to do the first 20. Only 20, okay? You just have to walk into a building and fight 20 guys back to back to back. And okay, everybody hypes up the Pokemon Coliseum XD Gale of Darkness animations, and they're fire, okay? They're great. I don't mean to come for the animations, but it adds a lot of time to every battle to watch, you know, Espeon run all the way over here and bite this guy, and then Corphish is gonna go, and then he's got to do his nifty little animation, and then he's got to float all the way back. It adds so much time to every battle. So I know I sound like that's the most Zoomer take of all time, but holy, that drained any fun I was having of those games. That took like forever just to get through that one building. I don't want to be the guy that comes with the cool animations, but the speed of the battles, bro, was a snail's pace. I'm gonna pretend you're not slandering this masterpiece. Listen, maybe the rest of the game is awesome, okay? Maybe the story is fire. It did not hook me, okay? It did not hook me. Maybe I need to go back and have a speed up button, okay? Maybe I need to be one of those guys. And if that's the case, then that's on me. That is a skill issue, as Sean, Bad Cop, would say. When was the last time you played? That was like forever ago, a couple years ago. Before I was popping on YouTube, but still streaming, because I streamed it. Gale of Darkness is not fire. Hey, Sean has decreed that Gale of Darkness is not fire, so you gotta take it from the man himself. You gotta take it from the main man himself. Sounds like Silph Gen 1. Yeah, it's that type of shit. But like, there's no nothing. There's not even like a puzzle. There's no nothing. It's just literally you walk. There's a hallway of 1,000,000 guys. Every battle takes like 30 minutes. And then you have to fight like 100 guys. Have fun, buddy. Gale of Darkness isn't fire. Coliseum is? Okay, I don't know the difference. I literally don't know the difference. I don't know which game is which. Do you play as the guy with the blue coat in both of those? Or are they, I think one's a sequel, right? So I don't know. I don't know what the stats are there. No, okay. Then I have no idea. I have legitimately no idea. Stadium is fire? Okay. I think I might just be a boomer. Honestly, real. Wait, okay, well, I mean, I don't fuck with any Pokemon past the DS era. Well, is Gale of Darkness not DS era? I think those shit were coming out on the GameCube before the DS era, right? I think those are like technically Gen 3 games. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Listen, it's not, okay, it's not mainline fair. I fucked up on my keybinds, bro. I was getting there. I was getting after it. Now we're getting into crazy debate. It can't be a Pokemon stream without debating, I guess. You have to talk about who's who and where's what. Which Pokemon? Top 10 worst shiny Pokemon. Number 1, Machamp. I hate the color green. Number 2, Garchomp. He looks the same. Number 3, Gengar. He looks the same. What was the other one you guys told me he looked the exact same? So there was another Pokemon I asked what shiny it was and it looked the exact same. I don't remember. Number 4, Slowbro. He's not blue like I thought he was. Number 5. Number 5, Jigglypuff. I don't know what its shiny is. Number fucking 6, Eevee, because it won't show up. No, it's fair. Okay, we have to keep our cool. We're not even at 2,000 encounters there. Therefore, we're not even halfway done with this. We're 1/8 of the way done with the shiny hunt, folks. If we get it, you know, at odds, basically. If we get it on schedule. Bad Cop's even the worst shiny Pokemon. Number 1, Purple Thunder. Wow, okay, wow, okay. What's my shiny, huh? Speak on that. What's my shiny? What's so bad about my shiny? Is it just when I'm sunburned? I have a couple videos where I'm sunburnt. My greatest insecurity in my YouTube videos, in my video career, is I have a video that got 2.5 million views in the long form and then like 8 million views on YouTube. And I was post sunburn, so I wasn't sunburned anymore, but you know when you get a bad sunburn, your skin starts peeling? You can see when I'm holding the Pokemon games in the GameStop video, my hands are peeling so bad. And somehow no one ever commented on it. I know I've just awakened all of you guys to go comment on it now, but I was like, dude, they're gonna think I'm like a fucking heroin addict or something. My skin is all fucked up in this video. It was just because I had an awful sunburn. Dutch PT. So real. So real. Beanie era PT is shiny PT. Honestly, real, yeah. Winter Beanie PT. Maybe I'll bust it back out this year. I gotta find that purple hat. Me on November 1st. I'm gonna be a different type of fella. But probably before that, I don't know. I don't know what the weather's like. It's kind of cooling down finally. Over the last like month or so, the humidity has been so bad. It's like you're swimming everywhere here in the Netherlands. It's disastrous to do anything. Purple Thunder is pink. Pink Thunder. Okay, Pink Thunder is a little suggestive of a name. You might call it something else, Pink Thunder. Yeah, even Purple Thunder. I mean, who am I kidding? Even Purple Thunder has suggestive undertones depending on the context. I'm not gonna act like Purple Thunder is innocent of that. Sounds like a stripper name, yeah. So something along those lines is unfortunately where Pink Thunder lies. Purple Thunder, you know, not too much better, but I would say it's at least one step above. I think my shiny is Blue Thunder. Okay, funny story. So I used to enter Smash tournaments a lot. Super Smash Bros. That's where the name Purple Thunder is from. I would use it in Smash tournaments. One time, as a joke, I wanted to enter playing a different character than I normally do, but I didn't want it to count against my rank because I knew I was going to do worse because I was going to play a character I usually don't. So I was like, okay, I'm Purple Thunder. What can I, you know, change my name to, but people will still know it's me if they think hard enough. So instead of, I would have this purple jacket I would wear to the Smash tournaments. I was on brand. I had a theme and everything. I came in a red jacket that time, and my name was Red Rumble instead of Purple Thunder. So I would say, if anything, that has to be my shiny form, is Red Rumble. I made it, Red Rumble made an appearance a couple times, and then the joke was like, if I ever did really bad in the Smash tournament, I'd be like, that was actually Red Rumble. That wasn't Purple Thunder. That wasn't Purple Thunder. So Red Rumble is definitely my shiny, my alter ego. I'm gonna do that. If I ever get canceled, because I have terrible Pokemon opinions, or potentially something far worse. I'm gonna be like, don't worry guys, it was just Red Rumble on stream, that rascal. You know him. That wasn't me. That was Red Rumble. Sorry guys. Potentially something far worse. If I said something bad about Pokemon BDSP, or potentially Pokemon X and Y, that's the okay. I'm past my arguing phase. If you guys ever watch my old videos, which most of them are not even online anymore, they're unlisted on my channel. My original YouTube archetype is I would argue about Pokemon, and I am never doing those ever again. I will never be doing those type of videos ever again, because the people that come out of the woodworks, I guess I would review, I don't know, I would just have hot takes about Pokemon or whatever. I'd say Sword and Shield sucks, and then I get 50,000 dislikes, and it'd be people being like, you suck and you're ugly, and I'm like, okay, fair. But yeah, I am out of my phase of doing that. I fought those battles, I fought those wars. I'm done now, okay? I'm just here looking for shiny Eevee. I've retired. I got a TM that was Thunder Wave. Purple Thunder Wave, you could say. Pokemon Mid and Y. I will say, yeah, that was the whole point of the story, was that the closest I've ever been is I called Pokemon X and Y mid in that one short, and that gave me PTSD. All the comments were like, I can't believe you said X and Y are mid. Such a Pokemon fan take to say X and Y are mid. Listen, I have more hours than any of those people combined in Pokemon X and Y. I can fucking guarantee that. I can fucking guarantee I've played Pokemon X and Y more than pretty much any of those people who said it's not mid. So my opinion is far more important than any of those losers. Maybe for a collab you can hit up Pichal? Listen, okay. What the fuck are me and Pichal gonna do? He's what? He's like the greatest Nuzlocker of all time, and I'm the greatest dumbass of all time. What are we gonna link up and do? That would be fire. I love Pichal's videos, but I have no idea what on earth we would do together. A little collab, a little Soul Link Nuzlocke. X and Y, while not the best games, are really funny. The villain story beats are so chuckle-worthy. Yeah. I mean, it is a comical game. I will agree with you there. It is a comical game. Now, I'll say, replaying it the way we did with the Rhyhorn quest, where I got Rhyhorn to level 100, it was not the most pure way to replay X and Y, but replaying it did remind me of how not great that game is, of how not good that game is. I love the areas, I love the music, I love the Pokemon. I do not love the gameplay, which is, for a video game, that's kind of the number one driving factor there. Will I be Pokemon Legends ZA? I will be, but unfortunately the day it comes out, I will not be in town. So I'm gonna be starting it a couple days late. But I'm gonna spend an entire week streaming it and trying to complete the Pokedex and doing the whole 9. So I'll be a couple days late, but I'm thinking that you guys will be able to play it when it comes out, and then when I'm a couple days late and I'm like, where do I go? You guys can tell me, because you'll have already played, and it'll be awesome. And it will be awesome. Please read about my message about we should rename you to. Let's rename you to Purple Guy. Okay. What starter am I choosing? Oh, man. I'm like a lifetime fire type starter guy. I'm not a big Emboar guy though. I want to pick Totodile because it's obviously the coolest, but I'm a fire type guy, so I don't know. I kind of want to commit to Fire Nation, you know, and see what Mega Emboar is like. Assuming we're getting megas for the starters. I feel like we have to get megas for the starters, right? I'm not spoiling anything because I haven't seen leaks. That's just my real guess, but. I missed 2018 PT when I was getting like, what was I doing in 2018? I was making shitty videos, and I still make shitty videos. I still make shitty videos to this day. Nothing's changed 10 years later. Don't kill kids if you're a purple guy. All right, I'll try my hardest. I'm going for Totodile. I think Totodile is the obvious choice because Emboar and fucking Meganium suck ass, but I'm loyal to the fire types, man. And what if Mega Emboar is gas? What if Mega Totodile sucks and Mega Emboar is gas, and then I get to laugh in everyone's face? And if it's not, then I gotta go, oh, sorry, man, I always pick the fire type. It's a win-win situation. What if for Alligator, he just gets more spikes or something, and everyone's like, whoa, over-designed, too edgy. That was someone holding your camera era? No, yeah, that was before that. That was even before that, HE. My hold the camera era, that's like fucking, like 2014. That was before I was even in the goddamn Netherlands. Pre-Netherlands PT, you never thought. That's just Purple Thunder right there, baby. I'm dropping off the NE. Watch they make the grass type the best type in the game to prove Chikorita isn't bad and she was just in a bad region. Okay, listen, Chikorita, I don't give a shit how good it is. It could be the best Pokemon in the game. I'm never picking Chikorita. I'm sorry to say. I hope it's got a cool Mega, but me personally, I'm just not rocking with Chikorita. I think Bayleaf is cool. Chikorita and Meganium, though, not my favorites. I'll say that. Not my favorites. Okay, let's do a couple more encounters. I actually got way more encounters today than I thought I was going to. Kind of locked in today, honestly. Yeah, I like Bayleaf a lot. I kind of wish Bayleaf was the final Evo, and then they just had like something else in between Chikorita and Bayleaf. It still wouldn't be my favorite, but I don't think it would. I don't think it would get as much hate if it looked like Bayleaf. Bad Cop says you gotta pick a fire type. Fair enough. I was 15 in 2018. Kill me. It is what it is. The Unk Thunder life, you know, it affects everybody at the end of the day. All right, let's get to 1650. Let's get to 1650. I know we didn't do like a ton of encounters today, but we did like, I'm trying to do like 500 a day, basically. Around like 2 hours of hunting. I know, you know, we start off the stream with not hunting, but it is what it is. We kind of got like a lot of encounters today, and I kind of got some other shit I got to do today, including eat dinner, because I haven't done that. I told you guys that I need to eat before streams. What do? I never eat before streams because I'm a fool. But I think today was a fire stream. Once again, hey, you need to make sure you're subscribed to the channel right now. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. And a lot of people think they're subscribed and they're not. And they're like, oh, I've been watching you all this time and I was never subscribed. And it's like, come on, guys. Gotta make sure you're subscribed, man. It's free. YouTube tells you, just let YouTube do the work. You don't even have to worry about when I'm live or when I post a new YouTube video. You want YouTube to do the work for you. You want to be lazy. I know you. I'm looking at you. I got a soul read. You want to be lazy. So just hit the subscribe button and YouTube will do all the work. They'll serve up the Purple Thunder videos on a silver platter. Just like BB is going to serve up this shiny Eevee on the next couple of encounters before we log off. If you're on Twitch, come on now, hit the follow button. You know what it is. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. Sub with Twitch Prime on Twitch. Listen, if you got a Twitch Prime and it's just sitting there, listen, you know, I would love it if you used it on me. Like I said, it costs a lot of money to buy old Pokemon games and make fun of them in YouTube videos. So if you want to do your part and make the next video happen sooner, hey, drop the Twitch Prime. That's my new thing. I'm gonna get better at shilling, okay? A little tasteful shill here and there. I literally never shill. I like actually do the opposite of shilling. I told you guys, I turn off ads on my YouTube live stream so you don't get ads. Therefore, I don't get money from those. I swear in all my YouTube videos so my ad rates are terrible. I'm like the opposite of a shill, so I get to do a little shilling here and there if you'll allow me. If you sub for 120 a month on Twitch, do you get a free Pokemon game? You know what? You can put that in writing. I'll send you a goddamn game if you get 120 months on Twitch. You can put that in writing. I hate but like Twitch so much. It's a little here and there. I will say that Twitch. It is a wonky ass platform. I wish I could turn off ads on Twitch. I really do, but if I could turn off ads on Twitch, I would have no problem being like, you have to come to Twitch to watch me. But I think a lot of people just want to watch on YouTube and not get ads, which is fair. Imagine an ad pops and I'm getting the shiny and I'm going, oh my God, shiny Eevee. And you're just like watching an ad and fucking Hungry Box is in need of a major comeback. You're watching a Campbell's soup commercial. All right, one more. Drat. Well, folks, okay. 6. Okay, well, that's a terrible number to add. Okay, well, let's do one more. That's not a great.
Believe it.
That's not a great number to end on. 1666. Let's at least get to, there we go. 1667. Do not end on 666. It's a terrible omen. Much, you could say a bad omen, if you'll allow me to make such a pun. Chatters, that is all I have for you today. Fun little stream, a little 2 power hour. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. AG, Sean, Buddha, Mew, Sean. There's Sean and Sean. You guys should meet up. Fairy. A lot of returning faces. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Today was day 5. Give it up for day 5 of streaming every single day. Bad Cop will be back. Sean, you better be back. I need that Bad Cop energy in my chat. Okay, we gotta keep people on their toes. Once again, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, you need to make sure, because you're gonna miss the Pokemon Ranch streams, okay? You don't want to miss any of these Pokemon Ranch streams. You're gonna feel sad if you find out that like the Pokemon Ranch, you know, like crumbled, set on fire. But that's all I got for you folks. I'm making a Sean and Sean army. Sounds peak. That is all I got for you folks. Thank you so much for tapping in today. I'll be live tomorrow, same time, same place. And I'm getting out of here. Peace out, gang.